Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming. My name is Catherine Osborne, and I'm the chair of the board of directors for Joseph Brant Hospital. I'm thrilled to see so many community members here today to celebrate the official grand opening of the Michael Leachin and Family Patient Tower. Your support over the past several years has been incredible. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge a few special guests joining us today. The Honourable Kathleen Wynne, Premier of Ontario, the Honourable Eleanor McMahon, MPP Ted McMeekin, the Honourable Kevin Flynn, the Honourable Indira Naidoo-Harris, Mayor Rick Goldring and Burlington Council members, Gary Carr, Halton Regional Chair, Janine Vanden Heuvel, Board Chair, Hamilton Niagara Alderman Brant Lynn, Chris Gower, and John McKendrick from Infrastructure Ontario. Thank you all for coming. I don't know about you, but it feels like just yesterday we were standing together under a big white tent, all excited, but hearing that our hospital expansion and redevelopment had been approved. As we reflect on the past few years, I think we can agree it's been incredibly exciting. We fixed our gaze on a goal that was high, and some days it actually felt maybe even a bit impossible. The result has been the combined effort of so many, and on behalf of the board, I'd like to thank everyone at Joseph Brant Hospital and Joseph Brant Hospital Foundation. I'd also like to thank our community partners, our local government leaders, and all those who supported us. This is without a doubt the hospital a community built. Lastly, thank you to our patients. Throughout all this work, patients came first, and that's what it's really about. We know we deliver exceptional care, and now we have a state-of-the-art facility to deliver that care in. We'd like to begin our ceremony today with a video.
Hi, Chris and Jen. I'm Josie.
Hi, Josie.
I'm a charge nurse on the surgical unit.
I've had multiple surgeries, I guess, over the course of the last 5 or 6 years. And I have an upcoming surgery. The nurses and doctors and support staff at Joe Brant have always been wonderful. I've been in a few hospitals and they've been nothing but fabulous and professional. And
Hi, Gloria.
Hi, Martha.
I think it's comforting that they remember who you are, actually know your name, and know your case. And that's like, I mean, we live in Grimsby, but we come here because we know that we're gonna get that care. The 2 doctors that he's mostly involved with are very on top of his case, and even when they're not here, they're kind of facilitating what's going on for his case. Before we've even kind of suggested that these things happen, they're already done.
Hi, Paul. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. So I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 1976. And it's only in latter years things have got a little more challenging.
Your sats are really good. Doesn't sound like you have much in your chest after I listened to it.
But I've still got a pretty good life.
We've got him back. And it wouldn't have happened without this amazing facility and the amazing staff of Joseph Brant Hospital. We can't say enough about the great people that are here. They are our new extended family, obviously.
Our emergency department is just down the hallway there.
This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. You know, the positive feel will really help the atmosphere of the hospital. It's obviously a great addition and long needed for the community.
Hello there. Hello, Mr. Benson. How are you?
I'm very good.
Paul, good to see you again.
It's good to see you again.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. This physical setup is ideal for me. It's giving me more space to set up what I call my office.
I can already see the difference of the brightness and lightness of the halls. It just feels inviting. It feels like, oh, we're focused on the whole patient, not just the medical, which of course is critically important.
The new space for Joseph Brant Hospital in the emergency department is just an incredible space.
The environment itself provides more privacy for the patients. We have individual bays, their doors can close.
Which is putting our patients first.
Maybe we'll have to get an X-ray.
The calmness, the openness, create healing environments. Evidence shows more natural daylight, more home-like features, people will have a shorter length of stay and a better health outcome.
It's the little things that normally you don't think of, again, until you're in the position, and having a room this big and bright brings the anxieties of the whole situation down.
I am now in my new home rather than just in transit. So my situation is a little different from many patients. And I can look around and say, yes, this is a very nice home. I've been very lucky to land here.
Isn't that a fabulous video? I'd now like to invite MPP Ted McMeekin to the podium.
Well, thanks very much, Catherine. Good morning, everybody. How are you? I remember the white tent. How many were here that day? Oh, look at that preview, right? I remember starting by saying, I want to thank everybody for coming out. This is the biggest attendance I've ever seen for a parking lot repavement announcement. You remember that, Eric? And anyhow, I really am tickled to be here. We just had been blessed with the Thanksgiving official weekend. And I want to just offer some post-Thanksgiving Thanksgiving. And I want to specifically congratulate the board on the capable leadership of Peter Van Kessel and Susan Busby more recently. Catherine, of course, now. Excellent leadership. I want to thank the foundation team, Kevin Brady, who was around when I first got involved, and the late, great Brian Torsney, bless his soul. Mayor Rick, you and your council, talk about leadership. We're all very proud of council and his role here, and your leadership, sir. Thank you. All the major donors, Ange and Vince, and I've started. I shouldn't have, but there's so many of them who came forward and they stepped up to the challenge. And what you see here is the result of a lot of people working together. Partnerships about achieving together something that we're less likely to achieve apart. The staff at Joe Brant, incredible staff at Joe Brant. All the volunteers. And last but by far not the least, incredible leader Eric van der Wal and his team. Tireless leadership and amazing stick-to-itiveness, turning things around, the culture and everything else, Eric. And so we're proud of everybody who's played a role. And I guess finally, in terms of giving thanks, I just want to say thank you for allowing me the privilege of playing some small role in making today happen. It's been good. You refuse to give up, and what you've done, what we've done together is a great piece of work. It's going to benefit thousands of people in the years ahead. All the best. Thank you.
This happens. Ted, thank you for that introduction. I love you, Ted. It is such an honor to be here with you, Ted, and with everyone here today. Thank you so much for for being here, for the work that you do, for your vision, and as Ted said, your perseverance. And I want to just do a shout out to Ted, because I know for 10 years, Ted, you've been an advocate for getting this hospital built. So thank you very much, Ted McMeekin. And I think you've been a patient of Joe Brant 3 times. So we're all grateful to the staff at Joe Brant who have treated so many patients, including Ted McMeekin. And it's a pleasure to be here with all of you. With Eleanor, thank you for your work on this project and your advocacy. Indira Naidu-Harris is here, and Kevin Flynn are here, both strong supporters. So thank you all. And I am not of this community, and so unlike Ted, I will not start listing names because for sure I will miss people, but I know that everyone standing up there, sitting here, has had a role to play in making this project what it is. And I had the chance to talk with Paul earlier, and people like Paul who are able to talk about the difference that this place makes. That's what it's about. So thank you all so much. And I want to acknowledge, and this is especially relevant because of a conversation I had with Eric earlier, but it's always relevant to acknowledge that we're on the traditional territory of many Indigenous peoples, dating back countless generations, and I understand that there have been artifacts found on this property, and there was very much an intention to keep that space, to preserve that space along with the black walnut trees. So I want to just say to everyone that's an important part of the way we need to go forward in this province. And so I want to make that acknowledgement, and thanks to all of you who were intentional about that. And so we are here because so many people came together and persevered and raised money. And so to all of you who raised money and gave money and volunteered your time, thank you very, very much. You know, Ted said that this can't happen without everyone working together. And when I go to grade 5 classes, often the subject turns to taxes, because grade 5 students have parents who, when they find out the premier's coming, ask her about taxes. And so it's always a great entree into a discussion about what government is for. And government exists to do the things that we can't do by ourselves. And so I will say to kids, you know, your family can't build a road by itself. Your family can't build a hospital or a school by itself, or a library. It takes all of us working together. And so that's what a place like this represents to me, is government, yes, but working side by side with so many people who have a vision for what a community needs. And so I am very, very grateful to be part of a government that has been able to work in partnership to create this beautiful, beautiful space. Joseph Brant has been putting patients first, as the video said, in this community for more than half a century. And Burlington has changed a lot in 50 years, in that half century. And this new state-of-the-art facility will allow this community to continue to provide the very best in family-centered care. And one of the nurses said to me, it's about the care. And of course it is. It is about the level of care, the quality of the care, which is very, very high. But the space in which that care is delivered can make a difference too. It can make a difference to families. It can make a difference, as research shows, it can make a difference to the time of recovery, and certainly the quality of the time that people spend here. So it is very important that at this stressful time, the space that is provided is appropriate. And when someone's sick, it makes a huge difference for them and their loved ones to be able to get care close to home in their community. That makes a huge difference. So our investment in this state-of-the-art facility will reduce wait times. It'll give local patients faster access to care. And that's a real tangible result of this investment. 172 new beds in this new patient tower will obviously mean that the hospital can care for more people, has a new emergency department, 2 operating rooms, expanded cancer care and intensive care units, and it will help increase the number of single patient rooms dramatically from 15% of the total to 70%. Once the hospital redevelopment project is completed, and I understand there's still some steps to go. This is an ongoing process, and that privacy that redevelopment will allow for patients is critical, and that's why our government believes that making investments in infrastructure is important to the province, but it's important to communities. Expanding hospitals, building new schools, improving roads and bridges, all of that, again, the things that we can't do by ourselves, improves the opportunity for communities and improves the quality of life of people in communities across the province. There's been a lot of construction going on this summer, not just of hospitals, but of roads and bridges and schools across the province. Crews made significant progress on more than 190 public infrastructure projects across the province, and 72 projects were completed this season. So I wanted to just mention that because this is part of that endeavor. It's part of the endeavor to invest in infrastructure across the province, to build communities up. That is part of what we believe to be the path to building strong communities, to making sure that everyone in this province has an equal opportunity. My belief is that people come into the world with different advantages. It's not fair from the time that we are born, but that government can level that playing field. Government can provide great health care. Government can provide opportunities for education. Government can provide childcare spaces that will allow families to thrive and take part in the economy. That's what government exists to do, is to make our society, make our province a fairer place to live. So thank all of you for being engaged in that. This is a remarkable, remarkable success story. Congratulations, félicitations.
Thank you so much for your words, Premier Wynne. I'd now like to invite MPP Eleanor McMahon to the podium.
Thank you, Catherine, for that kind introduction. This is such an important day. My heart is so full. I don't know where to begin. So if you'll indulge me, I'm going to thank a few people today because that's what opening ceremonies like this are about. I want to begin by thanking our Premier Kathleen Wynne for being here in Burlington. Thank you, Premier, for coming and for being here with us today. It means a lot. Thank you. And to my colleagues, Ted McMeekin, more on Ted later, in a good way. Kevin Flynn, MPP for Oakville. I had the pleasure of attending Kevin's hospital opening not so long ago. So it's nice for you to be here, Kevin, and to see our place, our home. So thank you for coming. And for Indira, thank you so much, my friend, for being here with us today. So welcome, dear friends. Annie, bonjour, bonjour, chers amis. Je suis ravie d'être ici avec vous tous à cette ouverture officielle très importante. Une grande journée dans la communauté de Burlington, très important. I am honored and delighted to be here in my community and to welcome you on this beautiful day. A very important day in the life of our community and, of course, the lives and well-being of all the residents who call this community home. I'm incredibly thrilled to see you all here, and what a great crowd you make, all of you on the second floor. Nice to see you. You have a great view from up there. It's fantastic. Coming here to support our local hospital. Standing before you this morning, I'm struck with a sense of the occasion. This has truly been a long time coming, and now we're here. In that spirit, I'm reminded of an African proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Today, this announcement is a together moment. And in this regard, endeavors like this one can't help but remind us how truly fortunate we are to live in this community in this province and in a country where the ethos is we look after each other and, of course, where quality access to quality care is paramount. Ted mentioned that we just celebrated Thanksgiving weekend. And I don't know about you, but I think this is a crowning touch to that long weekend where we get to celebrate the contributions of so many people. People have entered the doors of Joseph Brant for 56 years. Now, bathed in beautiful sunlight, they arrive into the caring arms of an exceptional staff who, as we learned on our tour today, are just delighted with their new surroundings. Happy for their patients, yes, but also very pleased with their brand new, very modern, beautiful surroundings. And the volunteers like Rose, who we met, proud to meet the Premier, proud to talk about the 6,000 hours that she's given to Joseph Brant, and proud with the hugest smile ever to talk about why coming here every day makes her life so very special. And that kind of cheerful dedication is exactly what Joseph Brant is all about. Joe Brant is a community hospital in every sense of the word. I want to just close on that together thought and give it one more shot, because together, this just doesn't happen without support and dedication. I'd like to give a special shout out to my friend and colleague, Ted McMeekin. Ted's personal experience here at Joe Brant fueled his desire to see exactly what we are here to celebrate today, a new state-of-the-art facility for the people of Burlington. And even when he wasn't the MPP and his riding didn't include Burlington anymore, he shepherded that call for service and that dedication. We simply wouldn't be standing here today without you, Ted, and I just want to signal that. Thank you so very much. So, Joseph Brant has been serving our community since 1961, bringing new lives into the world, healing hearts and minds, and saving lives, and helping residents in our community through their healthcare journey. As our community has grown, so has our hospital, which is why I'm so very proud that our government is taking the necessary steps to support Ontario's hospitals, specifically our very own. There's a reason why we celebrate new hospitals with such vigor and formality. This is a significant historic event for our community. It requires tremendous determination to happen. It requires tremendous skill and tremendous generosity. To the people of this community who have worked so hard and given so much of your time, your talents, and your donations, thank you. To our mayor and council who embraced this significant opportunity and investment, thank you. To the board of directors, thank you, Catherine Osborne, and the ones that came before you, who carried this load over so many years with such grace, skill, and determination. Thank you. Thank you to Anissa and the foundation staff and board who helped carry this across the finish line. And Anissa reminded me this morning, we're not quite there yet, Eleanor, so I'm going to give that a bit of a plug. As a former fundraiser, it's in my DNA. I can't help it. To the amazing, caring staff, many of whom we met this morning, thank you. As a patient here, I can attest that we have the best staff at this hospital. And to Eric Vanderwall and team, I know, Eric, what a big day this is for you, both professionally and personally. I know that you're a caring leader, you're someone who believes in investing in your own community. You embrace this challenge with professional vigor, but also with personal pride. And I know that you're an intensely private person, so I hope you don't mind me underscoring how I've seen you burst with pride at the progress that we've made and the contributions of our community. So Eric, thank you for being such a great leader. Thank you for making this contribution to our community. When the history books are written, your leadership will stand out in the hospital community in this province as a significant leader in our healthcare system. Thank you for what you've done. To quote Catherine, this is a hospital that a community built. I look out in the audience this morning, and I hope I don't forget anyone, but I did see members of the Paletta family here, the Longo family here, the Molinaro family here, and I know there are many others, so please forgive me, but I wanted to underscore how terrific that was. And of course, Michael Lee Chin and family. Together, all of you have made history, and you made this happen. And the people that enter these doors every single day will have you to thank. Thank you to our generous donors for making this a reality. So I want to close by just underscoring that working together, we've achieved a great deal. This $371 million contribution that the Ontario government made to this 7-story patient tower was our job, as the Premier mentioned, but it was our pleasure. The $2.7 million contribution to the General Internal Medicine Rapid Assessment Clinic improved ED wait times, another very proud achievement, boosting funding for infrastructure repairs to close to $1 million over the next 2 years. Our emergency department went from being ranked 68th out of 74 hospitals in Ontario to the top of the list. That's a big deal, and that doesn't happen without determination and hard work. Thank you again, Eric and team. These results are a true testament of our investments and the positive relationships and work of our hospital champions. As MPP for Burlington, I often think about what I can do to build a local healthcare system that provides faster access to care today and a system that is there for patients in the future. What kind of investments can we make so that we're doing the most good for our patients and our neighbors and our friends and family? You'll see the answers to those questions here today as we invest in Burlington patients and in our community. You know, we're very blessed in this province to have the #1 economy in the G7, and we are North American leaders in foreign direct investment. Investment in communities is aided by the creation and the investment of new hospitals and healthcare. It attracts investment. It not only has a social imperative because it cares for the people that live here, but it also attracts new people to live here. And for that, we're enormously grateful. So today is an illustration of how we are working to meet our most important goal, that of putting people like Paul, putting our patients first. In closing, I want to underscore that our accomplishments here today would not have been possible without the generosity of our citizens, the generous donors and the staff, the physicians, the staff, and the volunteers who worked so hard to achieve this milestone. I hope you all go home this evening and reflect on today as an important day in the history and the lives of our community. And as a community, we should all be very proud of this new hospital, which will change and save lives for generations to come. Working together, we've achieved a lot indeed. Thank you, dear friends. Merci.
Thank you, Eleanor, for your remarks and also for your passion. I'd now like to invite Eric Vanderwall, President and CEO of Joseph Brant Hospital, to the podium.
Good morning. It's an emotional day, a day we've been waiting for decades. And with that, I'd like to welcome you to our grand opening event. First, let me extend a special thank you to Premier Wynne for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us today. Thank you, Premier. We had the opportunity this morning to do a short tour of our new patient tower and to speak with one of the patients, Mr. Benson. I'd like to acknowledge and thank Mr. Benson, who is here with us today and who was also part of the video that you saw earlier this morning. Paul has an inspiring story, one that I found very inspiring when I learned that Paul not only is being cared for here at Joseph Brant Hospital, he's also doing his master's from his room. And he's doing it in long-distance education. And I thought that was tremendously inspiring when I heard that was your story and that's what's keeping you going. So thank you, Mr. Benson, for sharing that with us. Premier, it's been a great pleasure to work with you and your government over the past 8 years on our hospital redevelopment and expansion project. During the past years, I've spoken many times on how privileged we have been to have the support of MPPs Ted McMeekin and Eleanor McMahon, true champions of Joseph Brant Hospital. Ted, you've said it was a small role. Perhaps it would have been a small role if it was indeed a parking lot repaving. But it wasn't. Ted has been our champion since day one, and Eleanor, on the heels of Ted, has also been a great champion for us. And so on behalf of Joseph Brant Hospital and our entire community, I can't thank you both enough. I remember back to my initial meeting with Ted in 2009. He expressed his trust in us. He understood the need we had in Burlington for a new hospital, and he made it very clear he was willing to help. Eleanor has also shown that same generosity and support in understanding the need that we've had here in Burlington. In fact, we haven't seen a redevelopment of Joseph Brant Hospital since the early 70s. Yet we know the growth that has happened around Burlington and area and the need for new facilities. So sometimes the best things in life are worth waiting for, and I think we can all say that about this new and expanded facility. So, on behalf of our entire Joseph Brant Hospital team, first I'd like to thank you for your commitment, your ongoing support of Joseph Brant Hospital, not only in redeveloping the hospital, the financial support in new and expanded programs to help us be successful in treating and meeting the needs of our community. So on behalf of the hospital, thank you, Premier, thank you, MPPs, thank you, Indira, and also thank you, Kevin. It's also very important that I thank Mayor Goldring and the entire City of Burlington Council. They've been there right from the beginning, providing their support and their financial commitment to help build a new hospital for Burlington. Our municipal council provided a $60 million financial commitment towards our $120 million local share plan. Their foresight, their leadership, in helping us build a new patient tower is truly amazing, and thank you all for believing in us. I would also like to recognize members of the hospital's board of directors from 2009 to 2017, all who have played a very important role in getting us to where we are here today. During this time, we were very fortunate to have some outstanding board chairs, and please join me in thanking them once I've read through the list. First, Peter Van Kessel, Susan Busby, Stephen Friday, Don Ray, Don Delicandro, and Catherine Osborne. Your guidance and support has been truly outstanding and appreciated. And finally, my thanks would not be complete without acknowledging the team at Joseph Brant Hospital, our physicians, our staff, our volunteers, and so many others within our family who've worked tirelessly to provide essential health care to the residents of Burlington and area. Joseph Brant Hospital has been serving Burlington this way for 56 years. When our doors first opened, we served a population of just about 47,000 people. Today, we serve over 185,000 people. Our new 7-story patient tower, together with our redeveloped North Tower, will meet the needs of the citizens of Burlington now and for many years to come. Like 56 years ago, when the residents of Burlington came together to build our community hospital, we have once again rallied together to get behind a cause that we all truly believed in. This is a proud moment for all of us. Let me thank you for all being a part of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. I'd now like to invite Mayor Rick Goldring to say a few words.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is great to be here and say a few words at the opening of the brand new Joseph Brant Patient Tower that we've been waiting for so long. On behalf of City Council, I want to extend my best wishes and congratulations to all involved. And recognizing this is a much different hospital than we had 56 years ago, because 53 years ago, I had my tonsils out by Dr. Love, the late Dr. Love, at Joseph Brant Hospital. Much has been said by the previous speakers about what a great accomplishment this new patient tower is. It's exciting when plans come to reality. So I too have a number of people I want to thank. Premier Nguyen, of course, thank you very much for being here today for this great occasion, and thank you very much for the support of your government. I also want to say this morning a big thank you to the Honourable Deb Matthews. And of course, Deb announced on Friday that she would not be running in the next election, but she was the Minister of Health and Long-Term Care when the decision was made to have this new significant investment in the hospital. And we know one of the reasons she's not running probably is to spend more time with her family. And her granddaughter does live in Burlington, so we look forward to seeing her more in Burlington. I also want to say thank you again to Ted. I know he's been thanked a lot already, but I too want to thank him because prior to Eleanor McMahon's election in 2014, Ted was our surrogate and connected us very well to Queen's Park, and obviously did on this project. I also want to recognize Eleanor McMahon and her support. Anything we need at Queen's Park, my goodness, she's on it. She is on it. And I know the Premier and all the members of the Cabinet and the members of the caucus know that. I do want to take you back to 2009. You know, it's amazing how quickly this project came together. It was percolating for a while. And Eric was hired, about 2008, I think, or 2009? 2009. And so in 2009, he meets with Ted. And then in December 2009, he meets with the budget committee of Burlington City Council that I was the chair of at the time. I'm looking back to Councillor Rick Craven that's here today. And remember that meeting, Rick, when Eric came in and he asked us on behalf of the taxpayers of Burlington to commit to $60 million as being one half of the local share. And I've joked about this many occasions. I said, we negotiated really hard with them. And we agreed to $60 million. You know, and I have talked to very few, if any, people in our city that have any difficulty at all with that $60 million contribution from the taxpayers going to this hospital. I do want to recognize my council colleagues, and two of them are here today, but I'm going to name them all. Councillors Paul Sharman and Rick Craven are here, but also Councillors Marianne Mead Ward, John Taylor, Jack Dennison, and Paul Sharman. Again, Paul, that's twice, and Blair Lancaster. I want to thank them for their support of the project, but equally importantly, I want to support previous members of council who were served with me between 2006 and 2010 when we made the decision in principle to go ahead and support this redevelopment. And those three people are former Mayor Cam Jackson, Councillors Peter Tome, and former Councillor Carol D'Amelio as well, who supported the original plan to contribute to Joseph Brant Hospital. There are so many other people to thank for this new patient tower, including Eric and his staff and the board and the admin staff and the medical staff and the custodial staff and so many people that really make this hospital such a great community healthcare provider in our community. I do want to recognize the tremendous efforts, and there's so many people in the room, but I'm going to say a big thank you to Anissa Hilborn and her leadership, and the chair of the board of the foundation, and the whole foundation team, who are many in this room today that have helped raise almost $60 million towards the local share. But you engage the community, and you look at how broad that support has been as far as people making contributions. I look at the donors that are here today, the Molinaro family, the Paletta family, and others that are here today, and many others that aren't here today. And I look at the service clubs and business owners and the Joseph Brant Hospital Auxiliary, all came together to provide support. And one of my favorite stories of somebody that is generating money for the hospital is a young person by the name of Connor Withers, who at 9 years of age founded a charity called the Birdhouse Foundation, and that builds and sells birdhouses to support the Joseph Brant Hospital. And 3 years later, folks, he's still doing it at 12 years of age. There are many other stories like this, and I think back to October the 2nd, 2016, where almost 2,400 people put on these crazy orange ponchos and arranged themselves in the shape of a J to join the J to help raise the final amount of money needed for this hospital. I'm sure Anissa will talk about some of those things as well. But Burlington has been recognized as a great municipality for many years. In fact, Money Sense magazine has named Burlington the very best medium-sized city in which to live for the last 5 years. And now we have a community hospital that is befitting to Canada's best medium-sized city. So on behalf of all the City Council and the citizens of Burlington, sincere congratulations and thanks to so many people that have made this hospital project come to fruition. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Goldring. I'd now like to ask our final speaker, Anissa Hilborn, the President and CEO of the Joseph Brant Hospital Foundation, to the podium.
morning, everybody. I am so pleased, truly, to be here with you all today in celebration of the opening of our new tower. We are incredibly fortunate for the ongoing support of our community who have demonstrated outstanding generosity and commitment to the new Joseph Brant Hospital, making it a reality. Your support is truly appreciated, and it is making a difference. 3 years ago, we stood on this very site under a tent. We tend to do that when we make large announcements, but under a tent at our Crystal Ball Gala, where we announced an unprecedented and lead gift to our campaign from Michael E. Chin and his family. That $11 million gift created such incredible excitement and momentum and has played a significant role in the success we have realized to date. And a year ago, as Mayor Goldring noted, we were out at Spencer Smith Park on October 2nd, 2016, in orange ponchos, in torrential downpours. Literally, the community came and joined the J. We had over 2,300 people coming together to try and make big things happen. At that time, we also announced a transformational gift of $5 million from the Pasquale and Anita Paletta family. Their gift was a challenge to the community to come together and complete the final $10 million we required to close the Our New Era campaign through the family's matching support. We are thrilled and absolutely humbled by the extraordinary and exceptional response we have had to the Paletta Family Match Challenge to date. I'm delighted to announce that with your support, our entire community, we have raised more than $56 million, or achieving 93% of the Our New Era campaign goal. And I have no doubt we will be celebrating the completion of that campaign in short order. We are proud to recognize all funders, individuals, donors whose leadership and support were really instrumental in making today a possibility. And we have formally recognized their contributions on 3 recognition walls that you will see in the hallway to my right. So if you have a moment this morning, please take a look. Every name on every wall really has gotten us to where we are today. I would like to acknowledge and thank the members of the Foundation Board of Directors since the commencement of our campaign, including past chairs, Brian Torsney, Brenda Hunter, Susan Busby, and our current chair, Jim Sweetlove, for their leadership and support. I would also like to thank our campaign cabinet and co-chairs, Kevin Brady is with us today, and Brenda Hunter as well, for their continued dedication and commitment to achieving our goal. We are so incredibly proud of our community support and are grateful to each and every donor who has given to our hospital. As I mentioned earlier to MPP McMahon, our work is not yet done. However, the generosity and dedication shown by our community will ensure that Burlington has the best health care right here, close to home. I would like to take a moment now to thank all of our transformational donors who have made pledges to our campaign, and some of whom are with us today. The list is long, which is wonderful, so please hold the applause till the end. Michael E. Chin and family pledging $11 million. Ron Joyce and the Joyce Family Foundation, $7.5 million. The auxiliary to Joseph Brant Hospital, $5 million. Pasquale and Anita Paletta family, $5 million. David Braley and Nancy Gordon, $3 million. Susan and Robert Busby, they're here, $1 million. The Hogarth family, Pioneer Energy, $1 million. Doug and Mariella Leggett, $1 million. The Molinaro family, $1 million. The Rotary Clubs of Burlington, $1 million. And the JB Two-Day Invitational Golf Tournament, who have come together to give us $1 million as well. And a big thank you to each and every donor who has come forward to support our hospital. The new Joseph Brant Hospital would not be possible without your support and your continued support. So thank you. Today, we are celebrating what we can accomplish when we work together and make big things happen for our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anissa. So this wraps up the formal part of our ceremony. I would like to invite the Premier, Minister Gold, MPPs Eric, Anissa, and Mayor Goldring. There's going to be a ribbon cutting, I'm told, up here. Will be organized by somebody. And following that, I'd like to invite you all to join us in the Susan and Robert Busby Learning Center, part of our wonderful new facility, for refreshments. Thank you all for coming, and have a lovely day.